Hi, friend. It's Dallas. You can call me Dals, and welcome to Dals Chats, the podcast where I talk about whatever I want to whoever will listen. And thank you so much for listening today. Do you guys notice anything different? Let me know. Do you know? No, I didn't cut my hair. No, I didn't dye my hair. Damn, you fucking suck. I have a mic holder. Hello, isn't he so cute? This is a little latte. My friend from Canada. Give it up for Canada. Right now, guys, give it up. She bought me this for Christmas, and it's a little Christmas present. It's a little latte, and to be loved is to be seen because I love iced coffee and I love stuffed animals. And so she's my bestest friend ever in this entire world. So thank you, Saps, for getting me my little latte. And he's also acting as a little mic holder. If you couldn't tell, that's a surprise, guys. That's what's different today. My friend I posted on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is in my bio. I'll also leave it right here. It's Dals 116, I believe, or 166. One of those. I'll put it here for sure. But it's also in my bio on YouTube. So please go check me out there. I post little clips of the episodes before I post them. And I also give like little announcements and stuff. So it's really, really cool. But yeah, I posted on my story last week a clip of my last week's episode, and my friend slid up and she was like, she noticed I was like holding my mic. And she's like, you should look into getting like a little mic holder. People DIY them. Like, I think she said, they make them like little wands. And I was interested. I was like, oh, period. Because like holding the little mic, it makes me feel like it's a podcast, but it's a little baby mic. I don't have like those big ass, the big. I'm not doing that. So it makes me feel like official. But I was like, oh, like a mic holder would be really fun. So I looked into it on TikTok and I saw like the little wands my friend was talking about. I saw somebody made them into like a little flower and put their mic on that way. And I think that's really cute. And I might DIY one, but I was looking around my room. Um, if you couldn't tell, I have a lot of stuffed animals. This is only just a little bit of what I do have, what I'm rocking with. Beside me, above my bed, I have two nets full of stuffed animals. And I was like, why don't I use little guys to hold my mic? Because if you didn't notice in my last couple episodes, I hold a little stuffed bunny that same friend and their partner got me for Christmas. And I think this would be really, really fun. Instead of just holding my mic, I'm beating I'm killing two birds with one stone. Um, my little guy's holding my mic, and I'm holding my little guy. So I think that's cute. I might like rotate my stuffed animals for a new mic holder each episode. So this is a new thing I'm going to be doing. I like introducing new stuff to you guys, new stuff, new things I can bring to my podcast, just to keep y'all coming back. So tune into next episode to see what the fuck is holding my mic that week. But yeah, I might do this. I don't know. I thought it was cute. It's a little latte and the mic is on the straw. Guys, ugh, I'm adorable. I can't. Yeah, if you guys couldn't tell or if you don't know already, I'm going to be talking about friendships. My friendships, the friends that I have, how fulfilling and how meaningful they are to me. And and if I cry this episode, fucking mind your business. Did you guys hear that? Should I bring in my guest? Hold on. Maybe she'll come. Come here. Junie cat. Guys, do you want to see my cat? Hold on. Not that fucking cat. I have a cat. Junie cat. Oh, so she ran away. She will probably be my guest and be coming on the pod. I don't know if you guys heard her meowing just now. She wanted to get inside my room because my door was closed. Um, the thing is, she's fine in my room otherwise, unless I'm doing something. So, like, if I'm doing my makeup, causes, like, she wreaks havoc in the background. It's only when I'm doing something. So, like, right now that I'm filming, she's probably going to be a little menace to me and my home and my room and the serenity in here. So if you see her in the background going crazy, please don't mind her. I'll probably grab her here in a second, and introduce her for y'all. But that's only if she comes out from under my bed because she's currently under there. So maybe you'll see her in the background. I don't know. What was I talking about before? I was talking about the topic of today's episode. Right. Talking about friendships, guys. I love my friends and I want to talk about them and I want to gas them up in this episode, and brag about them a little bit because I love them so much. But before I do that, I did want to let y'all know, thank you to anybody who commented on the last episode where I asked for feedback. I did ask how long you guys want these episodes to be, and I saw amongst the two people who did answer, 40 minutes is a good length for an episode. So I'm gonna aim for that today. 40 minutes on the dot. Junie's leaving. Bye, Junie. Oh, so when I open the door, she doesn't want to leave. Right. No, yeah, no, fuck me. Um, so I'm gonna shorten these down to 40 minutes because the last couple episodes were in like the 50-minute range. But I'll try capping at 40 for like episodes going forward. I think that's like a good cap. I can condense my yapping to 40 minutes. That's perfectly doable. So yeah, that's gonna be today's episode. It's gonna be 40 minutes to what to expect going forward. Around 40 minutes in that range. So I hope you guys put me on, put me on, put me on in the background when you're like doing something. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy listening to me talking because this is the whole reason why I'm doing it. I talk to myself a lot by myself, doing anything. And I thought, why not just share that to the world and actually have somebody to talk to and who's listening and somebody who just needs something to listen to because I'm that type of person. I need to be listening to something whenever I'm doing anything to fill the voices in my mind. So yeah, going forward, it'll be that 40 minutes. Um, what else did I want to talk to y'all about? Do you guys remember I told y'all about my runny nose? Guys, my friend episode, my friend Jess gave me one of her allergy medicines. It's like the nasal sprays. And she told me to use that every day. Today's day 3 of using it. I already noticed a difference and now I'm pissed off because remember I said I don't want to take any allergy medication. I'm gonna just thug it out. I've noticed a difference, guys. My nose hasn't been running. Like, it's still a little runny because it doesn't work in fucking 3 days magically, right? Um, but comparatively to the last like couple episodes, to the last couple weeks I've been suffering, it has not been that bad. Um, so yeah, I it's working, and now I'm mad because I have so much more relief now. I'm grabbing Junie because now she's making me mad, and I'm about to throw her out. Do you have anything to say to the people? Right. Yeah, no, same. And my thoughts exactly. Thank you so much, Junie. Everybody give her a round of applause. This is my guest for the day. Remember I said I was gonna have a guest last episode? What was that about? This is my guest. She's very mad that I'm holding her, so I'm gonna take her out of my room. Just 1 second, please. Technical difficulties, my fault. Everyone say goodbye. I love you. All right. Now we can get into it. Well, before I get into friendship talk, I want to tell you guys a story time. I'm gonna spill some tea for y'all. Some tea that a lot of y'all don't know these people. You'll never know these people probably. It's just for me to talk shit. So over this past weekend, I went out. Oh my god, guys, I haven't been outside to drink in such a long time. Since like my birthday in January. So I've been fiending for a night out with my friends to have a very, very fun time. And we finally went out. We went out to the bars. My friend, Eileen, name dropping, she usually doesn't like to go out, or like she usually can't go out because we have a group chat, me, her, and our 2 other friends. And the 2 other friends, we usually go out a lot of the time, and we're always inviting each other. Eileen just never can go. Either she doesn't want to or she can't, and both are valid reasons. You don't have to go out all the time. But this night, this one particular night, Friday night, she texted the group chat and she's like, "Guys, let's fucking go out." And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, let's go out. When does she ever want to go out? When does she propose the idea to go out, right? So I was like, oh my god, we have to go out. It was very spontaneous, spur of the moment. It was like 8 o'clock when she texted us. I was like, oh my god, period. So we go out. Tell me why. Very first bar we go to, me I get yelled at by a bartender. He yelled at me because he said I was being rude. And mind you, I was being very nice. I actually was being very nice and polite. I could see if I was actually being a bitch, but like how I was speaking to him, how I ordered, it wasn't giving mean. And he just kept yelling at me. And it was like a good bit for like at first, but then he like kept going. And I'm like, I was visibly like uncomfortable, and I almost started crying. I wasn't gonna give him the satisfaction of me actually crying, But I almost started crying, and he kept going in on me, girl. And I'm like, okay, like, can we not? Like, I get it. Like, okay, I was being a bitch. I wasn't. I was like, okay, like, hands up. I was being mean, whatever. And he just kept going in on me, and I was like, oh my god, just give me the shots and let's fucking go. So we took it. Already started the night off bad. That's our first bar, our first experience. Pissed me off. Um, the next couple bars we went, it was fine. We ended up at this one bar, and this one bar is popping. The line is mad fucking long, girl. I'm not even playing with you. And we got into this line knowing it was long, and we're like, okay, this is the bar we're gonna end up at the night. Like, this is the last bar we're going to because I can't stand in another line. We're standing in this line, and this group of guys that are in front of us are annoying, annoying as all hell. They keep like looking at us, like stare, like they're very obviously drunk. They've been having a good night, right? And they just keep looking at me and my friends. And one of them got the balls to talk to me. Oh my god, it was very scary. I was very scared. Um and he just like started chatting me up and having conversation, and he was very drunk. He had crazy eyes, and I was just scared the whole time. And eventually, they leave us alone, whatever. Their other friend comes, he causes a scene, he gets kicked out of the bar 1 minute after getting in, which I thought was really funny. And then the bar that we were at got maced. It got maced. Bear maced. It had to have been bear maced because I don't think regular pepper spray fucking does that shit, girl. The entire fucking bar, because it got sprayed at the bottom of the bar, all the way upstairs. Got fucking, it was hot air, very hot, spicy air. Like, we at one point, because we're on the rooftop, so like we didn't know what was going on. We saw commotion in the streets, like girls fighting and stuff, but I didn't assume that it happened inside of our bar, that they maced inside of our bar. Because why would I think that, right? We decide, like, okay, like tonight, like the vibe was kind of like, ugh, like the music was getting like a little bad. DJ wasn't popping, right? So like, let's go to another bar. We end up going inside to go downstairs, immediately start coughing. My eyes are burning, we're sneezing, we're like, what the fuck happened? So we make it like halfway down the stairs, and everybody downstairs, it was like all the workers, like the whole bottom is cleared out because it got maced. They're like, oh yeah, the place got maced. And we're like, what the fuck? We couldn't even handle going halfway downstairs before we took our asses right back up and went back inside upstairs at the rooftop and just stay there the entire night because I couldn't walk in that air. Have you guys ever walked in a place got fucking bear maced? It's not fun. It's not comfortable. My eyes were burning. We were sneezing. We were coughing like all hell. Oh, it was so bad, so bad. So that's another happening that happened. Um, and then the rest of the night was actually kind of chill, and it was really fun. I had a lot of fun. My friends got really drunk, and you know that moment when like you're all really fucked up, but you have like those friends or that friend that's even more fucked up than you are, and you have to kind of be the sober one. I felt like that in that moment because I was fucked up, but like my friend was a little bit more fucked up than me, so I was like, oh, okay, so let me take care of my friends, right? But at the end of the night, it was very fun. I had a lot of fun, and I love going out with my friends. I love my friends so much. Victor and Eileen, I love y'all down, and Liz, who couldn't make it. But I love her too. Yeah, I had a lot of fun over the weekend. I hope that night doesn't deter my friend from wanting to go out again. Because of course, the one night my friend wants to go out, that happens, right? Pissed me off. Um, but yeah, I had a lot of fun over the weekend. I hope you guys did too. I hope you had a good week. I hope this weekend is awesome for you since you're seeing this on Friday. Sorry, I had to turn on my fan because it's getting a little warm. It's hot. Are you guys experiencing that? It's hot. We're in a heat wave. It's currently like 81, 82 in my room because I don't have AC in my room. I just have my little fan. My fan says 76. Right. It doesn't feel like that. I don't feel uncomfortable. If I did feel uncomfortable, I probably wouldn't be filming today. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't be that hot, so I could film comfortably, and it's actually fine. I just had to turn that on to get like a little air going. So it's getting a little warm, but like not uncomfortable warm. But yeah, girl, we had to put in our AC in March. Usually it snows in March in Colorado. It snows through like the first 3 months at least. I mean, we haven't gotten a lick of it. We got in like a blizzard that a couple weeks ago when I told y'all. Um, But yeah, now it's in the high 80s, and I'm just like, hey, the world is dying. We need to act quickly. We need to act quickly. Stop using AI. Stop using ChatGPT, you fucking idiots. Anyway, sorry. Just my little rant. Okay, now I can talk about my friends. So the one thing I want to talk about is I'm going to Seattle for the first time. I'm going to Seattle with my friends to see my friend who lives in Seattle. It's gonna be really, really fun. We have a whole trip planned. It's a big group of us. This is the group that I typically always travel with. Me and my friends have been traveling together since 2024. So this is our second year traveling. Well, for me and my other friend, we've been traveling since 2023 to a little place. It's a convention. I don't want to say too much because that now I sound awkward and weird. I have my lanyards back there, and my Mickey ears when we went to Disney. But we have been going to California annually, for the last couple years, and it's been really fun. I love this group of people so much. They mean a lot to me. I found them in a place where I didn't know that I needed them as much as I did, until I got them. And for that, I don't want them to ever leave my life because they mean a lot to me. Um, they live all around the nation, girl, and even in another country. Like I said, Canada. Hello. Yeah, it's really cool. We've been doing this thing, and they're like the best people to travel with, like the easiest people, so easygoing. We go on vibes, you know. We last year was a little bit more organized and a little bit more planned than the year before. The year before is like when we all met kind of for the first time, and we were still getting to know each other. But last year, 2025, was like a lot more cohesive, and so much fun. And this year, we're going to Seattle, and I am so fucking excited. I don't travel. I haven't been out of Colorado besides where I was born. I was born in Idaho. Did I ever tell y'all that? I was born in Idaho, home of the potato. And then I moved to Colorado when I was like a baby. I was like 9 months old or something like that. So couldn't tell you Idaho, but I guess I've driven through Idaho, and like I've been to Wyoming, I've been to Nebraska, but that's just around Colorado, you know? The first time I ever traveled was in 2023, and that was to California with my good friend Eileen, like I said. It was like a little family trip that I was included on. And it was really, really fun. It was the first time I ever been on a plane, been outside of Colorado. Um, and then later that year, in October, I went to Las Vegas for the first time by myself. I did meet up with my friend, but I did travel solo. That was my first time ever traveling solo, and that was a lot of fun. It was fun, but like Vegas is like, I don't know. It's one of those places you only need to go for a day or two, and like that's all. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Like it was a lot. But since then, I've traveled quite a bit to the same states. So I went back to California. Like I said, we do our annual trip to California. Um, last September, I believe. Yeah, September. No, October. It was October. And then last year I also traveled back to Las Vegas with someone who I will not mention. Um, but yeah, I've been traveling a lot, and now I'm going to a new state, Washington, which is going to be really fucking fun. I'm so excited. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to go see many things. I'm going to go to the Space Needle. I'm going to pack it up in my bag and take it home with me. Sorry, Seattle. I need to take it. We're going to Pike Place. Is that what it's called? I think so. The fish market. Hello. I'm so excited. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're gonna go see a lot of things. We're gonna do touristy stuff. I'm really, really excited. And this group of friends, I love them to death. I love them to the little bits and pieces, and I can't stand any of them. I freaking hate all of them. Just kidding. Um, yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun. I I've been friends with these people. These people, these fucking weirdos. I've been friends. Okay, let me give you all a timeline. So, this originally started with my friend Jess. My friend Jess, we met through a creator, and we started talking because I found out she's originally from Colorado, and she was coming to Colorado for her around her birthday for her birthday weekend in July, 2023, and we were going to the same concert. We are going to Paramore, and I was like, oh my god, and we were both like, we should meet up, and we met up, and it was so much fun, and I love her so fucking much. That's who I went to fucking Vegas with in 2023 when I went solo. And our friendship started there, and then I believe later that year, 2023, so this all happened in the same year, we made a little girls group chat, iMessage group chat, and we invited a bunch of, girlfriends, and we started texting back and forth, and it was like this whole thing, and it was actually like something I in that moment didn't know I needed. I needed a bunch of like girlfriends and queer people and all people, um to really connect with and to build a community with, and that's exactly what we did. And then we branched out and we built an even bigger community, added some more people in, and that's who we spent a lot of our time with last year, not last year, the year before, 2024, where I met so much fun people, really funny, creative, talented people. And that's the group that we've been rocking with since, and it's been the biggest highlight of my entire fucking life. I can't imagine life without them. That might sound fucking crazy and it might sound a little gay. That's because it is, and it's because it's true. I owe a lot to them. I'm not gonna cry. You're gonna cry. I owe a lot to them, and I really really appreciate them more than I think I tell them, and more than I think that they know. I love them a lot. I won't name drop every single one of them. Hey, doxing all my friends. But yeah, I do love all my friends. They're really fucking cool, man. My other friends who I started in Colorado with, like my Eileen, my Victor, and all of them. Um, we met through like work and school, and I'll always say it, you make a lot of friendships from work. And this friendship that I have with this girl, we've been friends since 2020. So for the last 6 years, we've been friends, and I can't imagine not becoming friends with her. She is such a light in my life. And no matter how long we go without talking, because it's that one friend where we don't text every day anymore. We used to, but we don't text every day. But once we do start talking again, and we do hang out, it's like we never fucking stop talking. It's like we pick up where we left off, and we fill each other in on our lives. I filled her in on a lot of my life, because I've been through some stuff. Guys, I've been through it, relationship wise, and I filled her in, and it felt so fucking healing to be able to just talk to a person who holds no judgment in their heart for you. And that's like the best friendship to have. And I'm very proud of her and everything that she's accomplished, in her life thus far, everything that she's doing. I can go on and on about that girl. I love that girl so much. I love Eileen down. Love her so bad. I love her. Her family have always been so welcoming and just with open arms, and they hug me, and it's so fucking nice. The only people that can call me Dally in my life. If you guys remember from my first episode, I don't like that nickname unless it comes from them. And it was a very funny moment when because Eileen has been a big fan of mine. But she reposts, all of like my videos that I put, like the announcements that I put on my Instagram. She reposts all of them. She watched my first episode, and I remember telling y'all that I don't like that nickname, and she sent me a text like before, like watching that. Um, Something, she called me Dally, and I was like, oh my god, this is so funny that you say that, because I mentioned that in the video. And then she texted me again after saying that, and I thought it was so funny. But yeah, I love her so bad. Her and her family, I've been rocking with her for a long time, and that friendship I hope will last forever, for the long haul, because I can't imagine a life without my Eileen in it. Hello. Um it's gonna be my child's, if I have a child, um godmother, her auntie, whatever the case may, whatever comes from that. Um but yeah, I think having friendships, especially with women, um so incredibly fucking important as a woman myself. um because women, let me just say it, women are the most nurturing, giving, loving, hello, almost dropped ya, um group of people that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing in my life. And regardless if any of like, my friendships with them have lasted or not, I will always hold such a like special and dear spot in my heart for the women in my life, um because it's just a different type. It's a different type of friendship. It's a different vibe with women, and I can't express how important it is to have those women in your corner, cheering you on, even if it is like silently. Like I remember my friend from high school. I haven't talked to her in so long. We still follow each other. It's not like we have any bad blood, but she has like congratulated me on like my podcast journey, and said she's gonna be tuning in. So I think that's really fucking cool. She's a mom now, and it just blows my mind whenever I like see friends like from the past like grow up and live their lives authentically the way that it feels authentic and real for them. She has a beautiful baby, and I'm so proud of her. And for her to even like acknowledge the BS I'm doing and the side quests I'm doing with this podcast and stuff, and for her to watch and for her to like be rooting me on and supporting me, even if we haven't talked in like so many years, it's really really fucking cool. And I appreciate her so very much. That also reminds me of another friend I have from high school who lives all the way in fucking Florida. She moved into Florida. We haven't seen each other in a very long time. We talk to each other through Instagram notes, if you guys know. If you have me on Instagram and you ever see me talking to Olivia, that's a real person. I don't talk to myself. I don't have an imaginary friend, Olivia. She is a real person. She's hanging up currently on my little lights thing I have above my vanity with all of my friends on it. She's hanging up there. It's her senior picture that she mailed me when she graduated. And yeah, we don't talk every single day, but we check in, we spill the tea sometimes, because me and her have had similar issues with our love lives in the past that we just we have to update each other on. Yeah, it's one of those friendships where like you don't talk every single day, but like when you do start talking, you pick up where you left off. And I love her so bad. She's also somebody who's always in my corner supporting me, not even just like doing this, but like in every aspect of my life, in all like the hardships I've faced, stuff like that. She's always been there. And yeah, it's really really cool. It's really cool to have women in your life, women friends in your lives, even if they're not like your bestest friend, they're your closest friend. Even if you have a woman in your life, it's so important, I always say. And you guys should, and treat them correctly, treat them well. Always nurture them, because they're very giving and they're very loving. And that love knows no bounds. I could go on and on about women in my life, the friendships I've had, because they're the best. Sorry about it. Sorry, men. Men kind of fucking suck. But yeah, straight men. That's all I have to say about that. They're cool. Whatever. Yeah, I just really wanted an excuse to talk about my friends today, because they're everything to me, girl. And I've made so many over like the last few years. It kind of blows my fucking mind, because growing up, I was a shy, introverted little thing whose only friends were her family members. And like that's cool. Like my friends were my cousins, and I always believe like, well, sometimes your cousins like and your siblings are like your built-in best friends. Like my sister's my best friend. My parents my best friends. But like growing up, I wasn't really extroverted. I didn't really go out of my way to make friends. So like I didn't have a lot of friends that I grew up with, that like I surrounded myself with, that I was able to really make. I made a couple, but like never anything that like, not not that I didn't like hold any value, but I just couldn't really make friends growing up. So now that I'm an adult, um being able to make these friends over the last few years, I have so many now. I I can count on more than one hand how many friends I have, and I think that's really fucking cool. To go from like this shy little girl who like played by herself on the playground, who always felt and found fulfillment and enjoyment in being alone, to now having people to share that fulfillment and that enjoyment with, is really fucking cool. And I'm very proud of myself in that way, because now I feel like I've become more, not more, but better at being sociable, and a little bit more talkative once you like get to like talk to me. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I have RBF, I have this face. So many people tell me, so many coworkers tell me, that they're like afraid to like get to know me at first because I look like a bitch. But like once you get to know me and you get me talking, I'm the sweetest motherfucker you'll ever meet, right? And like I'll never shut the fuck up. So I think now I'm a little bit more easygoing. I still have RBF, don't get me wrong. Um, but like I think I'm more talkative and way more easygoing, and I'm getting out there, getting out of my shell. Um, I'm still a little shy, a little reserved, a little bit introverted, but over the years it's gotten a lot better, and I only have my friends to thank for that. The friends that I made over the last few years, because it's been so incredibly, it's been a lot more easier to do that. And it's felt like a huge weight off my shoulders, because I'm 25, as I've said, and I didn't want to spend my whole life like 9-year-old me, who was very shy, who couldn't talk to anybody, who didn't want to talk to anybody, who was fine in being like in peace and in quiet with herself, which is also fine. Like I love my peace and quiet. I love alone time. I'm fine being alone. But being able to like talk to people, actually talk and maintain and hold a conversation with people, has been such a hard skill that I haven't learned since meeting these friends, and really putting myself out there. I've put myself out there a ton since meeting these people, and I think that's really, really fucking cool. So I have a lot of things to give to them for that, because otherwise I would still be a little mouse, very scared and very timid. And I just feel like if that's anybody here, that's totally fine. But for me personally in my life, I didn't want to be like that forever, and so being able to speak and actually maintain those conversations and be personable and make all these friends is really fucking cool, and something new and something great. It's been really fucking fun. Um yeah. My I don't really have a lot of friendships from as a kid that have maintained, besides the one in high school, the couple like the or like one friend that I've had since high school. But my friendships when I was a kid were kind of, in a weird way, super fucking toxic. Also, I was very young at the time too, so it was very much like younger person mentality, and not like as an adult you find those solutions and you find common grounds and you know how to compromise, and you know that just because you have a little fight or a little tiff, you don't stop being friends. But when I was young, damn girl, no one fucking liked like no one liked me. They really weren't fucking with your girl. Get one fight and I was done. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Okay. So yeah, I don't have a lot of friendships from as a child that I could recollect, that are meaningful enough to speak and to tell you all about. A lot of my friendships come from my adult life and my life today that I really wanted to brag to y'all about. Um, yeah, I think this episode might be a little shorter, just because I have something to do later. But I wanted to get this one out of the way, and talk about my friends. I want to talk about my friends and just hype them up and gas them up and be really fucking appreciative for them, because they have done so much for me. And I wish I could do so much more for them. Um, but yeah, I love my friends. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching, you're my best friend. You're my best friend here, and I love you so bad. Um, I hope you guys will join me next week, where I talk about dating apps and how fucking unsuccessful they are, for your girl. At least for me, I will be talking about experience for dating apps from my point of view and myself. You might not have the same experience. I hope you found the love of your life on Hinge or on Bumble. I hope you did. I didn't. I've had really bad, shitty luck with relationships, and especially relationships that come from dating apps. So we're gonna talk about that next week, and we're really gonna get into the nitty gritty details about it. But I think that does it for me today. Come back next Friday. Join me where we talk about dating apps, and just have a good weekend. Remember to be kind. Be kind to a neighbor. Be kind to a stranger, and be kind to yourself, because that's all you have in this little world. Um, yeah. Love y'all. Bye.